It's a word, and it's you have to know this, boys. This is mamish a word from Deir HaShishi. This encapsulates Deir HaShishi, and Deir HaShvi has to know about this. That's us, even though it's not mamish our avodah like it was for them, but it's still our avodah. Here's the word. So the Chaim Barazov, the secretary of the Fidik Rebbe, murdered by the communists. So Reb Chaim Barazov once used to verbrengt with the Bachrim, not all that often, but he did. And once he said like this, Chazal say that what was the tree of knowledge? There's different opinions. Eitz Hadas, Chita Hisa. It was chita, it was wheat. Another opinion that it was wine. Another opinion that it was the te'ena, it was the fig. So if it's Friday night, we make kiddush, we mesaken. Friday night is the tikkun already. Start Shabbos, the tikkun. There's the inyan of kiddush. That's the wine. Chita lechem mishnah. And the teina, I guess, is the meal. Well, nowadays would be the kampot. It's the tikkun already. It explained in Zoya, Be'emes, they were supposed to eat of it, but supposed to wait till Friday night to make kiddush, talk on the wine, and eat the challah, the wheat, and eat the teina. But the whole chet was too early. A few hours. The whole thing was just wait a few hours. Gesundheit, not Gesundheit. Kamarnu. That's the whole avodah is done. They usually didn't want it. It's too easy, too shallow. So it's thousands of years later, we're still fixing it. But when it's fixed, imagine how deep it's going to be. Akoponim, back to the story here. So Reb Chanya types like this. Deir HaShishi vort. The Eitz Hadas, a tree of knowledge. Chitais, it was a bread. It was wheat. What's the sin? He says. First, he says, who's he? He's talking to the Bacher, the Chassid. First, he wants to eat, and he wants to be satisfied, and then Ladas. Then he expects after all of this, Ladas to understand the what Chassidus. In his words, in Yiddish, abgegessen, abgetrunken. Und will ich verstehen, sage. I've eaten, I've drunken, and now he wants to understand, and he expects to understand. Okay, this is the Rashishi word. Iskafia. So, not so much Avodah, es Gesundheit, drink Gesundheit. Without going into why, it's not Avodah, mainly because everything is Pel Mamish. We still have to know the Edelkeit. Once the Rebbe said by Fabrengen, the Rebbe said this was could even be in the Mems, that's how late it could be. Maybe it was earlier, anyway. He salts his food, and then he wonders why what Chassidus doesn't get into it doesn't grasp. Yes, by the way, the Rebbe used to, as you know, the Rebbe used the fish. It's a whole inyan in Kabbalah they bring, but the Rebbe used to salt his fish with a layer of salt. It was inedible to eat, and he would eat the whole thing. The other foods that they served, he just took a little bit of. The inyan of dogim, shibuta on Shabbos is the whole inyan. Dog is gematria. Shiva, Shabbos, alma diskasia. So fish is a big food for Shabbos. That's the main food. The Yontif is dafke basar, karbonis, but shlomim, kod mechagiga. After the Rebbe's heart attack, they told him that he can't. So the Rebbe actually argued with the doctors a little bit, but they insisted you cannot, and he agreed. Kiyadur. So that was partially inedible, and that's the Rebbe's in Yonim. I mean, it's totally incomparable. Just back to our story. Even our generation, Iskafi is not a lost avodah. It's not the ikar avodah, but there's an element of edelkeit. So Chanya says, what is it? What did they already eat and drink in? What did they have already over there? What's the shingvan, the big taivas that they ate and drank already? It wasn't even so much the pleasurable food. It was just the food. Period. I mean, that's the. Anyway, we have to know such an inyan. It elevates us a little bit also. Takes the edge off our taivas a little bit. Knowing, at least here. We said we're learning. Everything has to. If it doesn't start here, then.
Isn't there a story with the Alter Rebbe with salt?
Yeah.
They were salting the food.
They're all salting.
Over-salted the food and he ate it.
He didn't have any time in achila. Yeah. Who was visiting him then? Who was it? Not a doctor. No. Someone. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Sudas Toivus. Morty, safe flight. V'hal mishpacha.